Hey, sir.
See it.
Really? 40 years of service.
It does have a good job. Usually uses for stands between the two. One thing I'm glad we had last week. But it was already instead of it looking like well organized. Set up and teach violin. Now, I got hurt. Go back. But if it does come up, like Haley's doing restaurants, I would say that somebody should yes. I've been embarrassed. I've been embarrassed as they have. They go out and there's the device and stand here. Turn this way. And then it's oh yeah, that'd be a good idea. You know what I've always hated about that is we did a show at have this. Put the airplane together and for photographs and stuff. And then on the public affairs website, you can see picture, everything's scanning, and then there's the one where all of the okay, everybody's crazy. And I saw that and I sent it, and I told public affairs.
Please take your seats.
You are
Ceremony will
ordered
be momentarily.
never to take.
As a courtesy, we ask silence and turn off all phones and electronic devices for the duration of the ceremony. Okay.
So, well, have you ever seen that? Don't do it. Don't do it. We'll do it. Don't take those pictures. I didn't want to be ahead of the camera.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Technical Sergeant Shelby Horn, and I will be your narrator for this event. On behalf of Major General Jeffrey T. Pennington, Commander, 4th Air Force, and presiding official for today's ceremony, it is my pleasure to welcome you on this very special occasion. During today's ceremony, you will be given cues to rise and proceed at appropriate times. As a reminder, during musical honors and the national anthem, military members in uniform remain at attention and all others place their right hand over their heart. Before we proceed any further, I am pleased to recognize some very special guests joining us today. Please hold your applause until all guests have been introduced. Beginning with Senior Master Sergeant Granillo's husband, Mr. Albert Granillo, daughter, Soraya Granillo, son, Jared Granillo, mother, Ms. Angelina Gonzalez, brother, Technical Sergeant Victor Gonzalez, and his spouse, Technical Sergeant Desiree Gonzalez, aunt and second mother, Ms. Shawnee Diaz. Among our distinguished guests in attendance, we are also pleased to welcome Ambassador Saichan Sid, former United States Ambassador to the United Nations, Chief Master Sergeant Cynthia Villa, Command Chief, 4th Air Force, Colonel Raymond Kozak, Director of Staff, 4th Air Force, Colonel Miles Heaslip, Director of Air and Space Operations, Plans and Programs, 4th Air Force, Colonel Dwight Meese, Director of Logistics, Engineering, and Force Protection, 4th Air Force, Lieutenant Colonel Christopher Torres, Director of Manpower and Personnel Programs, 4th Air Force, Chief Master Sergeant Octavio Ortiz, Command Chief, 452nd Air Mobility Wing, Chief Master Sergeant Retired James Wilkerson, Director of Field Operations at Drayton US, and Ms. Louisa Oyage, Special Advisor to Los Angeles County Workforce, Development, Aging, and Community Services. We also welcome all commanders, chiefs, family members, special friends, and the members of 4th Air Force. Thank you for sharing in this special occasion. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the arrival of the official party and remain standing for Robinson flourishes, posting of the colors, the national anthem, and the invocation by Chaplain Dahl.
amongst the colors. Other and what or on our art. Other pop breathe and on.
Please pray with me. Almighty God, we gather here today to honor our sister Senior Master Sergeant Cecily Granillo, the Chief Master Sergeant. On this honor and the occasion of promotion, we give you thanks for her many years of faithful service and sacrifice, and acknowledge that this promotion comes as no small feat and a tremendous grace given by you. We also acknowledge that the days and years to come require even more dedication and sacrifice. And so I ask you, please grant her your grace and mercy as she goes about the task of leadership which serves the foresight. I ask for blessing upon her as she moves forward in leadership to lead with both boldness and confidence, along with humility and wisdom. It is in your name.
Thank you, Chaplain. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Today, we gather to promote Senior Master Sergeant Susie J. Granillo to the rank of Chief Master Sergeant. The rank of Chief Master Sergeant was established by Congress in 1958, and the ceiling was set at 1% of the enlisted force. In December 1959, 1,700 men were first promoted to this new grade. These airmen were leaders who possessed the unique talents and displayed personal characteristics required to manage Air Force people and programs. There are currently 1,075 Chief Master Sergeants in the Air Force Reserve, and today we will add Sergeant Granillo to that number. She has shown the potential for increased responsibility and that she possesses the attributes needed to be chief. After today, she will be known as Chief. At this time, we invite the Commander of 4th Air Force, Major General Jeffrey T. Pennington, to say a few words.
All right, let's give it a test. Harry, can you hear me okay out there? Go ahead, Mike.
No, you're good, sir.
All right, thank you. Freedom is not free. It comes at great sacrifice and great price. Paid for by those who have gone before us for more than 200 years. Those who have answered the nation's call and put on the uniform and served this great country. Help it become what it is today. Serving in the United States Air Force, having traveled around the world, 30 different countries, with the United States of America flag on the tail and on my uniform, I can tell you it is the envy of the world. It is unarguably the greatest symbol of hope and freedom, of self-determination of humankind in the history of mankind. It's worth fighting. So for those of you that have gone before us, for those that have paid the ultimate sacrifice, for those that wear the uniform today, I thank you and I appreciate it. For the family members that have supported them along the way, the spouses, the parents, the extended family, thank you for being part of the journey. You're an amazing contribution to the cause. And with those things in mind, the most important message I can tell you is how much I love you and appreciate you. What you're willing to do as a family member supporting someone who deploys, who leads, who misses events, family events, and I'm sure for the uniform members in here, if I ask them to raise their hand or stand if they miss some significant event, like a birthday, a wedding, an anniversary, birth of a child, some other significant event, probably every single hand will go up. And I can tell you, every one of them face adversity and challenges, especially these family members, single parents, right? Life, financial issues, all those other things. But when you come to this family, when you put the uniform on and want to serve with this family, it creates a special bond, a special friendship, right? That overcomes adversity, right? That overcomes challenges. That we create an environment where every airman feels they are a valued member of the team because you want and you make a difference. In your leadership, in one's leadership journey, one of the most humbling things you get to do is be part of a day like today, where it's absolutely nothing about me. It's very little about everything else, but it's a day where a very humble airman who has just been a tremendous servant for over 18 years, it's about me today. And to ask to be part of that is something very, very special. It's the thing that as a leader you look forward to the most, right? And that is honoring someone's work, honoring all those things they've done, challenging them to rise to the occasion. Because now, after the day, you're not just in the Air Force, you're not just an enlisted member, right? You're not just a wingman today. That's very, very special. So I learned a little bit about Susan's family and your history, Ms. Angelina, and your family, and escaping the environment that you escaped from for the threat of your life. Your family knows what parts of the world offer when you don't have a country like this to come to, right? An amazing journey. Our friend Ambassador Sid, who's listening today, a similar journey, escaping despotic rule, right? Those that want to control you, not let yourself. But to come here as an immigrant, to come here and take advantage of what this country has to offer, this opportunity, and build an amazing family, a beautiful family, full of airmen who love to serve, even better, right? It's awesome. Thank you, right? And our younger brother Victor, so proud of you. Soon to be a TI out at Blackman, so I had him check me out for a minute. I'm squared away. I get that from CP on a daily basis. My number one here. But proud of you and your family. That's awesome. Finishing high school at 17 years old and joining the Air Force. This was a heart and a passion to serve. As I read through some of the history of Susan before I met her, I was just blown away. Like being an information specialist, augmenting security forces, deploying down to Costa Rica, right, and becoming the support team in the embassy, then learning how to be a tactical analyst on the team and help with counter drug operations, joint international task force called the App South, which I've done a little work with them in my past and know what they do. And then find a landing spot here at Fort Air Force. Right? As I read through some of the reports of my predecessors, Major General Bradford, Major General Mark Cottle, great friend and mentor, same with Major General Coleman, General Arnold, men that have led and shaped me that also had an opportunity to serve with Susie, and the things that they've said about her and her accomplishments along the way. It is home. Man, you were a big time player. I'm glad you're on our side. Awesome, right? And then to cross train again and learn yet another specialty, right? That's what you call keep the enemy guessing, right? They have no idea how to stop the lead. So Susie, I'm extremely proud of you. Again, thanks for having me part of our special day. I look forward to all the great things that we can achieve. Such a great program.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the publishing of the promotion orders.
Publish the order.
Attention to orders. The President of the United States has placed special trust in the patriotism, integrity, and abilities of Senior Master Sergeant C.T.J. Granillo in view of special qualities and her demonstrated potential to serve in the highest enlisted grade. Senior Master Sergeant Granillo is promoted to the rank of Chief Master Sergeant effective 1 July 2021 by order of the Secretary of the Air Force. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Ms. Gonzalez, Technical Sergeant Gonzalez, Soraya, and Jerry, please come forward to assist with the pinning. Major General Pennington will now render the oath to Chief Master Sergeant Granillo. To commemorate this memorable occasion, Chief Master Sergeant Villa will now administer the chief's charge.
Yeah.
Chief Master Sergeant Granillo, you are charged to uphold the traditions of military life and to serve your country with honor. You are charged to support the officers of the armed forces of the United States. Ensure their orders are carried out. You are charged with setting the highest example of excellence both on and off duty, and providing guidance and leadership to all enlisted personnel. You are charged in thought and deed to support your fellow chiefs, amongst which we place honor, integrity, and trust above all else. In all dealings, your word must always be your bond. Do you accept these terms?
At this time, we would like to ask Chief Master Sergeant Ortiz to present a gift on behalf of the 452nd Chiefs Group.
Can I have one of the chiefs join me on stage? There's a gift. Come on. Good morning, Chief Ortiz here, National 52nd, General Pennington, Chief Villa, Fourth Air Force family. This is an awesome occasion. Chief Granillo, thank you, and she got the Let's get a chance for all the chiefs to come up here. Retired, Fourth Air Force, come up here. Where's Chief Villa? You can come up here next to me. Okay, so I'm here every day. The Chiefs, Chief Johnson, our president, is not here. So, he regrets this opportunity not to be here. Nevertheless, I just want to thank you and congratulate you, Chief Granillo. I was talking to a senior master sergeant this morning. She's looking to promote to Chief Master Sergeant. Kind of give her some mentorship. At the same time, you kind of wonder, well, how do you get to this point? Like, how do you get to this point? We think about the tasks, the additional duties, the deployments, the personnel, the engagements. And I'll tell you what, a lot of times, you don't think about yourself. Actually, you don't think about yourself. It's your wingman and a family behind you. The airmen that support you on a daily basis. But I'll tell you what, the family, you're number one. So thank you for your support. Whenever you put on a uniform, you put on a uniform. It's a blessing. So thank you. And as a matter of fact, this past weekend we retired a chief. We had the opportunity to become a chief, but she chose to be with the family. So it's important to understand where life takes us in different directions. But nevertheless, we're here to present you. I don't say a gift, but it's a tradition. I'm not sure if people are familiar with the chief. So it's a tradition for the Chiefs group to present a Jeep to the newest chief. We don't have a Jeep. We have a shield. We may be familiar with Captain America, or the boy. I forget which one. No, okay, Captain America. Nevertheless, the Jeep, kind of the tradition, it's the lowest resource that we have aside from our combat boots. And also, each personnel are considered Jeeps. So that's where the term comes from. So we have some rules that we have to apply to this session. There's 9 rules. I'm going to read them briefly. Rule number 1: the chief is solely responsible for the condition of the Jeep. So you're responsible for the condition of that. It's important to understand that a broken Jeep illustrates a lack of readiness. So understand the value that Jeep related, how we develop our family and taken care of. Rule number 2: the Jeep shall always accompany the Jeep chief whenever said chief is in uniform. So whenever you have uniform on, when the guy is in, you have that Jeep with you. Okay, or that the shield with you. Yes, sir. So staff, yeah. So we're wrong. Good luck We're therefore showing that we're only that Jeep troop, or it's gonna be fun. Rule number 3, the Jeep shall be displayed in a place of honor and integrity. So hopefully when you go to the back street, when you go to meetings, you take that and hold it behind. Hopefully you don't bring a bunch of the next month and a half and sit in the office all day, every day. Rule number 4, the Jeep will not be drilled, bolted, glued, welded, handcuffed, or affixed in such manner that would prevent theft. Rule number 5, never leave the Jeep unattended, for this will provide the opportunity for a chief, and only a chief, to steal the most precious. Rule number 6, if the sacred Jeep is stolen, and not immediately returned or retrieved, the Jeep chief must scramble and search for the stolen treasure. The Jeep chief must fetch the Jeep, regardless of location, and retrieve it prior to 23,500 hours of that day. If not, you'll be charged with a $2 fee. If we don't retrieve it by the next day, it'll be a $20 fee. And the cost will go up. Rule number 7, the Jeep chief will render all fines assessed to the chief's group by the first payday before the day of the violation. Rule number 8, the Jeep chief will maintain custody of the Jeep during the entire promotion month or when the next chief is promoted. And I think our next promotion is not till December of next year. So it's going to be a long time. And the last rule is the Jeep chief will display pride and ownership of the Jeep. The Jeep chief will view possessions of the Jeep as a golden opportunity to excel and will make one improvement to the sacred symbol. This improvement will be completed by the end of the promotion month. If the improvement is acceptable to the chief's group, and only then we take it. Nevertheless, Chief Granillo, congratulations. I'm not sure if you know who's holding the current shield, and that's our current chief. So Chief Marciano was promoted about 4 months ago, so everybody get ready. In the back of the shield, we have a list of the rules, and we also have people that signed the chief sheet. As a matter of fact, six have been signed, not some of our chief will sign it as well. And if we have the honor of General Pinton sign before they enter the bill. So Chief Marciano, you want to make the honor?
Yes. Congratulations. Why are you so happy? And keep very careful, keep your head on swivel, because this is a prize mission and all our.
On 3, 1, 2, and 3. Thank you.
At this time, we would like to ask Chief Master Sergeant Retired Stephen Campbell to present a gift on behalf of the 4th Air Force staff. Chief. I will now read a special message from Chief Master Sergeant Retired Wilkinson, who was unable to be here in person today. I'm extremely proud of you as you continue your quest to lead in the world's greatest Air Force. Always remember, knowledge, life, leadership, management. Know, live, lead, and manage. Know your higher calling, know your family, know the mission, know your airmen, and know when to ask for help. You see, people don't care about what you know until they know that you care about them. Live the good life. Work hard, play hard. Again, work hard, play hard. Treat everyone with dignity and respect and demand the same in return. Don't violate anyone, and you damn sure don't let anyone violate you or yours. Lead from the front. Be the one who will stand up and say no when the rest of the world is saying yes for the wrong reasons. Praise in public and correct in private, but never hesitate to ensure all know that the standards can never be compromised. Manage the outcome. You are entrusted with the empowerment of the taxpayers. Accept responsibility for failures and setbacks, then map out a better way forward. Again, I'm super proud of you. Much love, respect, and loyalty. You are charged to rise, hustle, and grind, and go and be great in every endeavor. Love, Team Wilkerson, AKA Chief Judge. Are there any other presentations at this time? Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Chief Master Sergeant Susie J. Granillo.
Tuesday. Thank you so much. This is a beautiful day with my family, beautiful day with you guys, and I'm honored and I'm forever blessed to actually have individuals to really want to come out and party with me. So with that, thank you so much. As I've been in this position or in our team's position with protocol, I've asked people to be brief and be gone, and I promise I will try to be brief and be gone. So first and foremost, before I go into the really thank yous, I really want to thank the protocol team. You know who you are. This was not made possible if you did not work hard. So again, thank you, and a round of applause for them, please. Actually, my Lord and Savior God. I do not go to church like my mom would want me to go to church, but I do still believe in God, and I still keep my faith, and I am so blessed and honored by His grace. I do want to say thank you to my rock, my family, my husband, my best friend. Thank you for leading on out and taking that spousal role, and also thank you for being patient with my not stealing, but permanently borrowing your leadership books. So we're honoring. Are knowing the word resiliency because they know every day that sometimes mom cannot be there for outings, but luckily I have my best friend who is there to give them all the love and attention that they need from mama. My mother and father, especially my mother being my rock, again, she taught me the word resiliency without me knowing the definition. And because of her and her upbringing, I am the woman I am. My aunt, my second mom, again, cannot do it without her. My mom and her just balanced two solid women who I love so much. Means a lot to me. The rest of my family, thank you. But importantly, my youngest brother, who is my calm seas, who is my soundboard. Without you, I really needed some scolding from him. So thank you.
Oh, gee.
Say no, Chief. But again, the list goes on. So family, thank you. Jeanette, thank you for coming out here. I cannot say and dismiss my leadership because that is an also important facet. So maybe General Pennington, thank you for honoring me this day. I appreciate it. Chief Villa, again, thank you so much for being leaders of sixes. Chief Ortiz, Don, thank you for making out here. And the rest of the chiefs that are in here, the leaders, the officers, the civilians, contractors, friends, one immense thank you. But I cannot be here and I cannot be in this seat if it was not for one leader particularly, and it's Lieutenant Colonel Torres. Thank you, sir, for entrusting me, for selecting me, because being in a chief role is really go through the grinder, and it is for a reason, because your people are your most entrusted treasure. So again, thank you for empowering me and trusting me to lead your team. I can go on and on and on. In YouTube land, I can say thank you to everyone. But you know, it is so many. There's so many people that I have to really recollect and say thank you. But each and every person, it does take a community to raise a chief. I did enlist in the Air Force, and I will never regret that. My family did their part, but these past 18 years, another set of family and another community did their part. So I can say it is a very diverse group, and it is a diversity at its best. I had the opportunity to work with not only Air Force leaders, chiefs, officers, but I've also had the pleasure to work with joint leaders as well. And if they're seeing me, they're in YouTube lab. Junior NCOs, senior NCOs, but every place that I've been, and I'm so grateful that the Air Force has taken me and seen so many things, but the best part is to actually spot that great chief. I am not who I am because I did not take hard counseling, maybe, and I did scout out the best chief, and every chief that is in this group, there's a meaning for you to be here because I do think highly of you, and honestly, I will pay it forward, and that is my charge to the rest of the team. I do take my charge as the chief very seriously, and so with that, I will continue the legacy. For that, I am so grateful. One last thing I will leave with you is I've learned elevators. And this word is an elevator is someone who is plugged in team dynamics and someone who's going to make the team their very best. That means if it's my duty to bring in and come in and be plugged, like a little conduit just to be plugged, I will do so because that's my legacy in life is to touch those lives like I could touch. And I want to be able to be part of that legacy, or be part of that chief that said, you know what, I met a really honest chief, a really person who cared for their people like I have. So again, thank you. God bless you all, and God bless this amazing nation.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the playing of the Air Force song and departure of the official party. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes today's ceremony. Please join us for a reception at the half-hour house immediately following. Thank you for attending and have a great day.